This episode sucked.
After a long and treacherous journey, the Shining Force finally reached Rune Atoll, where they planned to acquire passage to the eastern continent, and oppose Rune Faust on their home turf. Awaiting them at the harbor was Balbazak, who after making a complete fool of himself, was killed by Dark Soul's unfathomable power as punishment for surrendering a ship to the enemy army. He, like Elliot before him, wished Max luck on the road ahead, then exploded. The adventure continues.
Chapter 5, Gateway to the Hidden Shrine. After a week at sea, sentries spotted a horde of monsters approaching the ship. Oh no, monsters! Hey everybody, welcome back to PlayView. The name's gurvmlk and I'll be your host as we dive back into the world of Shining Force, Legacy of Great Attention for the Sega Genesis. We're under attack! The ship is surrounded by monsters, Max. Prepare to defend it! We're under attack by shellfish and conches or I don't remember how that word is pronounced. I think it's conch, but growing up I always called them conches. It actually wasn't until Sonic Lost World on the Wii U that I heard anybody pronounce that word. So when I heard Dr. Robotnik say it in that game,
my cacophonic conch was the only thing keeping those 6 maniacs in check!
I was like, wait. That's how it's pronounced? It's not conch? And I instantly thought of this game and how I had been pronouncing it wrong all my life. And it was a weirdly mind-blowing experience from that otherwise astronomically atrocious video game. Because Sonic Lost World sucked. And this is coming from somebody who actually likes modern Sonic games. That game was terrible. Retreat into the ship! Surely they won't destroy it while we're hiding down here and promoting our characters and preparing and doing all that stuff. Promotion time! We have 2. You know, it wasn't until relatively recently that I noticed that was a CL. I don't think I noticed that until I first saw the game on an HD TV or on a computer or something. Because on the old CRT televisions, it just looked like a weird shape that didn't mean anything. Getting promotions out of the way, let's rearrange our party for this fight. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my team in this battle, to be honest. There's nothing really standout-ish about the fight. So I'm just gonna see what I can do. At least headquarters looks different now and even has a picture of a boat. I'm still gonna stick with characters that need to be promoted. I'm gonna still focus on those, except for Chris. Chris is never gonna be promoted because I'm basically done using her at this point. There's no reason whatsoever to be swapping healers around. So I'll be keeping the promoted characters in the party, or the unpromoted characters in the party. Other than that, I just gotta decide what I wanna do with this. There are some advantages to flying guys, but the enemies will come to me just fine, so I don't really think I need to worry too much about that. I think I want to keep Diane because of the flying enemies, though. I would remove guns for this battle, honestly, but I need him to get that level up. Same with Kokichi. I'd rather not have Kokichi during this battle, but I just don't wanna keep having characters who aren't yet promoted. So I didn't change much. I think I'm just gonna go with this. I removed Tao for Luke because he can also cast magic with his axe, and Tao's already level 2, so. And I'd rather use wizards more in battles where the enemies are very cluttered together, and that's not really the case in this fight. So let's do it! Yes, we know. And the enemies were kind enough to leave and wait. until we got all our stuff arranged. Alright, so let's just dive right into this and start defending our ship from the invading monsters. Nothing really more to it than that. This is just a real simple, stupid battle. This whole chapter is just bleh. Nothing particularly fascinating or anything. This has always been my least favorite chapter in the game. The battles aren't very interesting, the story isn't very interesting, and especially when I was younger I didn't care about the story anyway. And nothing significant happens, like you don't get any new party members or anything like that, so it's always just been a real throwaway part of the game to me. I'm starting to think I should have brought Domingo instead of Henri to this because of the flying enemies while still having the magic available. And I'd also have someone to back up Kokichi if he decides to go out into the ocean to try and keep these guys off the ship. Level ups become so much better after you're promoted. I need to start getting more towards the center of the ship though, because of the flying enemies, so they'll start coming more to me. Let's get Arthur some more strength. Smoke rises from the power ring, so I need to remember to repair that before the next battle, and also not to use it anymore during this one. I was afraid of that. Hang in there. Ooh. Oh, and he's poisoned. That's a problem. He could die if he gets a turn now. Before I can heal him. Fortunately, he just went, and it's been a while since Lo's had a turn. So, hopefully Lo can get down there and heal him, although I'm not sure Lo will reach. This could be a problem for Arthur. And now Ernest is getting pummeled as well. And you don't have any healing items on you. That was very helpful right now. Reduce the enemies. That's gonna hurt. That definitely hurt. And I don't have any healers on that side. Needless to say, this could be going better, both with the gameplay and the commentary, because I just don't really have anything to add to this, because this is just such an uneventful battle. This is all there is to it, just these few enemies that are on the ship that I just have to drive off. Nothing really to say, no stories about it yet. I will have an interesting story for this chapter later on, but we're not quite there yet because I'm pretty sure it applies to the final battle in this chapter, not to this one, although I could be mistaken because they're both very similar fights. Oh, come on. Now Kokichi's gotta go another battle without being promoted. Fortunately, he will be a useful character in the next fight, so I'm not totally against including him in the party anyway. But I shouldn't be at this point with— dang it! Now he's gonna die. Oh no, he has a medical herb. Perfect. Of course, he just randomly has one.
Lucky.
So, you get back here and use that on yourself. Oh, I may have lost Kokichi, but Arthur just saved himself by a hair. Gong, get up there and, although if I move, they might be able to reach Arthur. They will. And then they can kill him. So, Gong, heal Arthur instead. And then Lo can worry about healing Ernest. That's one problem down. That's fine. I'm fine with Hans being bait, because now that he's hit that level, he's basically just fodder at this point. There's a heat axe I have to repair now also. Going for Luke, really? That's an interesting choice. Show him your stuff, Gunts. Do what you do. Hit stuff. And then hit him again. Then maybe take a few hits. Ow. And then hit stuff some more. Hans, retreat. Ernest is really going to town with double attacks recently. Attack up 1. Man, Ernest is just not being what I remember him being right now. Hang in there, Max. Or not. And there goes my money that I really need at this point in the game, because the next town's gonna have a bunch of expensive stuff. Wow. I have no money now to buy weapons. Especially because I have an entire force to... Why does Max keep dying? I know I might sound whiny complaining about it, but that's the 4th time Max has died on this run. And, like I said in the first episode, I don't lose Max. I can't recall the last time I've lost him in battle, and I play this game on a regular basis. I have been playing this game on a regular basis for the last 20 plus years. And during most of that time, I haven't lost Max once. But he just keeps getting taken out on this run for one reason or another. That loss, at least, was due to the fact that I divided my party up poorly, and I didn't have a healer on that side, and I'm just trying to get my guys leveled up, particularly the ones that need promotion. What do I want to change? First off, I don't want both Diane and Hans in my party. What the heck was I thinking with that? I need Domingo. Ditch Diane, because I really shouldn't have Diane, because she has a weaker weapon. I can't even fix my stuff, because I can't get to a shop. Let's get another knight in there. Ditch Henri for now, and then give May a spear, because I don't have enough spears at the moment to go around between everybody. That works. Still gotta get those level ups with Gunts and Kokichi, but now that I have a second shot at this, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, I hope. I'm really tempted to just reload my game to get that money back, because I just lost half my money from that defeat. But that would be in poor spirits. So let's just keep going. Except I have nothing more to say, because this is the most uneventful battle in the most uneventful chapter in the game. So I've got nothing. My mind is just a total blank right now. I'm so out of things to say that all I can talk about at the moment is how I have nothing to say about this fight or what's going on. Everything that can be said about this battle has already been said, and everything that there is to see about the battle, you've already witnessed. Basically nothing. Because that's what this fight is, just a whole lot of nothing. Same with this entire part of the game. You know, last time I sent Kokichi over there, he died, but that was because of a critical hit, so I should still be good to be able to send him in this direction. I need to divide my team up more evenly. That's the biggest mistake I made last time, is I had too few people to the right to keep the enemies at bay. Send a healer this direction. Send Hans over here to get rid of some of these bats. Or at least try to, and fail. Because that's what Hans is best at doing, is failing. Oh my god, I forgot to heal the poison. Things are going fantastic. Couldn't ask for anything better. Set up a line, Gort and Luke. Keep the enemies from other characters who will take more damage from them. And then Domingo, finish off this bat. Kerpow! I have to say though, it is pretty awesome having two characters equipped with heat axes. Normally I only use one warrior, so I only ever bother getting one of them. Let's move Kokichi away from those flying guys now. Let's try to get rid of this guy before he threatens Arthur, who's still poisoned apparently. Solid. Now it's only Gunts who needs to level up. May support Domingo. Not that he needs the protection, but it'll get rid of the enemies. Why? I'm not even gonna be able to afford to equip my characters even if I didn't have to buy for everybody now. Defense potion. You. Bread of life. You. Stop dying. The ship was damaged in the battle. We must repair it. That island over there. Thank you for destroying those monsters. My name is Shell from Warl. You can repair your ship in Warl. Please follow me. I've heard of Warl. We should be able to get the ship fixed there. So we've arrived at Warl after that ordeal that shouldn't have been an ordeal. And here we are. Let's talk to people. It'll take some time to repair the ship. Try to rest and relax. Welcome to Warl. Warl is a great place, but nothing ever happens here. There's nothing wrong with nothing happening. There's lots to see here. Take the guest boat if you get tired of walking. Or if I just need to get anywhere, because it's kind of necessary. Fish. One of our island's friars is missing. We can't find him anywhere. Do you like fish? Yes. You'll like it here then. That's all we eat. Well, I feel like I would get sick of it eventually. Hello. Hello, Max. Remember me, Boken? The water's great as long as you don't get eaten. Do you know there's an enormous building under this island? It's amazing. One thing that bothered me about Boken when I first played this game is that he doesn't join you. He looks like he would be a monk like Gong. He has a very similar style to his appearance. And he's a recurring character, so I always felt like he should have been somebody who joins eventually, but never does. There's no reason to assume he'll join because he doesn't have a mugshot, but I just always felt like he was a character who should have at some point. I want to visit Ring Reef. Would you go with me? Sure. Great, but we can't go there right now. Too dangerous. Maybe later. We'll see about that. There's Warl, I think, or another mermaid. Interesting thing about Warl is, from what I read, did you come here to see the famous Ring Reef by any chance? No. Off the southern part of the island is Ring Reef. It's shaped like a ring. Now there's a hole in it, and water's pouring in, and the current is very strong. It's too dangerous to get close, and we don't know what to do about the hole. Welcome to Island Hotel. No, money's not necessary. Please make yourself at home. That's good, because I just lost almost all my money. So, Warl, from what I've heard, she was actually originally intended to be a party member who joins you during this chapter, but for one reason or another it was scrapped. I think they couldn't figure out how to really make a mermaid character work, so they scrapped her, and that's why she has a mugshot. Whereas most unimportant characters aside from kings don't. Welcome to Warl Castle, the king is in. And for the longest time I assumed, because of that mugshot, that she was a secret character. And I just couldn't figure out how to recruit her. Eventually I just gave up on the idea though, but it's something that was there for quite a while for me. The mobility ring, that pretty much always goes to Gunts because it increases movement, and once you get that item, that's when Gunts really starts to become a lot more useful. For now though, I really don't know who I want to give that to. I'll probably just decide who to give it to based on how I decide to arrange my party for the next battle. Speaking of power-up items, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with all the stat boosting items yet, but one thing I did decide early on is that I wanted to give Hans and Diane my power potions so they can better take advantage of their long attack range, because normally both of them are super weak. They can attack from far away, but their attacks don't do much, so this will hopefully help fix that a little bit, especially because they're gonna be low levels as is. A word of warning, don't go past the buoys in the water. Danger lurks out there. Greetings. We will gladly repair your ship if you tell others of our lovely island. That's one way to promote tourism. The king also runs the shop. And like he says, there's no law against it, so I have no money for any of this stuff. I need 2 of those, 1 of those, and like 6 of those with my 8,000 gold. First of all, let's see if I have some stuff I can sell. So let's take care of that first. I don't need this bronze lance. I think that might be it, actually, for selling stuff at the moment. I'm just gonna have to buy equipment based on who I decide to use. And this battle, I want to use my knights, but I can't properly equip them. I also want to use my birdmen, but I can't properly equip them. I am in a terrible position right now as far as this goes, because I need money to buy all these new weapons that I can no longer afford because I died twice in one of the easiest battles of the game. Yet I beat Balbazak's battle flawlessly, and that's actually a difficult fight because of all the enemies cluttered together that can overwhelm you with their numbers and power. I'm Shella, Shell's sister. Don't go beyond those buoys. The currents are dangerous. I'm Shimmel, Shell's aunt. I've seen strange lights at Ring Reef lately. Spooky. Why are all the mermaids just happen to be related to each other? Bring people back to life because... Oops, wrong button. Because Hans died in 1 hit. I feel like I'm in heaven. This is surely a paradise. Unless you can't swim. Have you ever heard of Prompt? Yes. I bet it's just an old legend. It doesn't really exist. How? How? They say the whole sea is pouring into Ring Reef. What will become of us? Don't worry, I'm sure I'll fix it. I'll find a way. Well, a guest, would you like to hear a secret? Yes, is it how to get money? I think our missing fire is in Ring Reef. Call it a hunch. Don't tell anyone. Why would I not tell anyone? Why haven't you told anyone so they can go help him? I hear there's a land called Dragonia far to the east. Sacred dragons live there. Creative name. Why is this boat a different color from all the other ones? Just because I can ride it, it has to be a different color, of course. Some stranger left for Ring Reef by ship. I hope nothing happened to him. Mysterious stuff is happening in this town. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my things. Let's just park that there. Really? Move, your fat ass. No, wrong way. Get out of my headquarters. You don't belong there. Oh boy. This may take a while. This may be the first time in my entire life I've needed to use this particular headquarters, and I can't get inside because of this fat ass. Can I just impale this guy with my sword? No one would miss him, right? What advice do you have for us this time, Nova? Advice. To confuse the enemy, divide your troops and advance from several directions at once. Or I can stay bundled together because the AI in this game is so terrible that they're not gonna get confused by anything I do. Ugh. Alright, I have to promote guns. Not used to promoting people this late either. I want to use my knights, but I don't have the money. Hi, I'm Shelra, Shell's mom. Are you planning to go past the buoys? Yes, there's nowhere else for me to go. The current could dash your boat against the rocks. Do you still want to go? Considering I find that yes is always the correct answer in this game, I'm gonna say yes. Be careful! And then I lose control of the boat instantly and crash down a waterfall. And then I wake up in bed with the most despicable thing a person could ever witness. An already opened treasure. Hello, Lost Friar. Well, I'm glad to see you're up. You were thrown from your ship. I rescued you. Strange doings. The water in Ring Reef vanished and a strange creature appeared. It might have something to do with the legend of a shining path that leads to Metapha. The legend says Metapha is the land of the ancients. Can you do priest stuff? No. You're a terrible friar. But now there's this mysterious thing suddenly accessible, because of course this had to appear after we fell in the water. That makes total sense, so we can progress the plot. Skeleton, chase it! What are you doing here? I must inform the master. Let's continue our chase. After Skelly Man. I invoke a path before me. What? Shining Force? I was so close. So close. I shall destroy you all. Here's our party. I wanted more knights because it's just an open field with lots of open space to just fight stuff, but because I couldn't get everybody their optimum weapons, I decided to have Henri and Tao take place two of the knights. And I also threw Luke in there just for good measure. And I gave the mobility ring to Lo, because with all these high mobility characters, I would like a healer to be able to keep up. So next time we will be doing this battle. See you then.